So today we're going to demonstrate some things to help babies with gas and constipation and help especially newborns with digestion, because now they have to learn how to suck for food, and sometimes they take in too much air, and if they don't get burped enough it can turn into lower gas, which is really uncomfortable. And I like to suggest that we do these things 3 times a day, unless you're having a baby who's really suffering. Maybe they haven't pooped for 3 or 4 days. A lot of doctors will say it's okay for a baby to not poop for a whole week, but well, it might be okay, it doesn't mean it's comfortable. So lots of people hear about bicycling a baby's legs to help them with gas. And one of the things I find very frequently is that we aren't doing it quite right and that we need to fine tune it. So can you all just show me where you would hold your baby's legs to bicycle? Where are those knees going? They're going out to the side, right? So if we don't bicycle in the right direction, then we're kind of missing the point, and it's a really easy mistake to make. So let's all try it again, but this time we're going to hold the baby underneath their knees gently. We want to be careful of the knee joints, but we want to drive the knees towards the belly button, and now we have the perfect position. And look at that. Yep. Now we're getting more into the belly and the massage, because before the knees were just going out in space. Okay, so we're going to take one leg at a time, and we're going to sing a little ditty that's lots of fun, and we're going to make sure we got those knees heading in towards the belly button. And I like to call this one the Universal Circus song because people all over know this. So we're going to go do, 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 change legs, do, 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 change legs, do, 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 a little faster, do, 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 and stretch the legs, then bend those knees right in. Stretch the legs, and bend those knees right in. Stretch the legs, and bend those knees right in. Oh, that is so good. Yeah. Good. And then right from there, we're going to take those knees and we're going to circle clockwise. Now, why did we go clockwise? Because that's the way the intestines go, so you want to go with the flow. And we're going to go around and around and around we go. And where we stop, nobody knows. Around and around and around we go. And when we stop, we hope the gas and the poop will go. Whoa, let's get those knees right in there. Yay. We're going to imagine the belly button is like the center of a clock that has hands on it. And we're going to just feel in and it's good to let the baby know that we're touching them so they're not totally surprised. Just make sure you know where your baby's ribs are, because we don't want to poke any ribs. And then as soon as you find where the lower rib is, you basically have this circumference around the belly button that's going to be what we call the tummy clock. Yeah. And we're going to go just above the belly button to find 12 on our tummy clock. And then we're going to move slightly to the right for 1. And we're going to go press, 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 1 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock, press, press, press. That's great. 3 o'clock, press, press, press. And 4, press, press, press. And 5, press, press, press. And 6, press, press, press. And 7, press, press, press. 8 o'clock, press, press, press. And 9, press, press, press. Watch out for those ribs. 10, press, press, press. 11, press, 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 and up to 12, press, press, press. Did anyone feel their baby push back at all? So sometimes you feel a baby push back a little bit, and that's probably a place where there's some gas hanging out. Or if they're constipated, I say gas or mass. And that's a place you might want to hang out a little extra longer. People ask me about how much pressure you should use, and this is a really good question. I would say start gently, and then if the baby lets you do more pressure and receives it well, you can do that. If they don't like it, you're gonna back off. That's really important to back off. And then we're gonna go back to 1 o'clock, and this time we're gonna do press and jiggle. So it's gonna look like this, press and jiggle, and sometimes you can get a gas bubble to release that way. And again, 2 o'clock, press and jiggle, 3 o'clock, press and jiggle, 4 o'clock, press and jiggle, 5 o'clock, press and jiggle, 6 o'clock, press and jiggle, 7 o'clock, press and jiggle, 8 o'clock, press and jiggle, 9 o'clock, press and jiggle, 10 o'clock, press and jiggle, 11 and 12. Good. Now that's a lot of pressing and poking for a little baby, and sometimes that can be kind of uncomfortable. So we're gonna do what I call the human hot water bottle now, and we're gonna warm up our hands and get a lot of nice warm friction in there, and just take our warm hand over the baby's belly and just help it rest and relax after all of that. Take a big breath in, and let's make a shh. Now while you've got your hand here, we're going to start rocking it side to side. So towards your fingers and towards the heel of your hand, back and forth. And then we're going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to go towards the edge of my pinky side and then towards my forefingers. And again, I want to make sure I'm under the ribs. All of these activities really help your baby tune them up so that everything starts working like clockwork.